Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And people still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick. Nice physical play on the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, He sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Penn. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to throw, it's Barnes. Oh, they're after him! They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Turning it on! They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Sooners decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Under fire. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. And the pressure gets to him.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Barnes. Bringing the heat. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. It's Alston. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll try the run, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Here's a return from midfield, and the returner will be knocked down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Barnes. Caught over the middle. It's Alston. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Florida.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man quickly. They'll immediately call timeout.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Steps away. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Rushes on him. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man by himself. Still running at the 40. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Sooners are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Finds space on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. Now, as a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These two guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Off the boot, looking for his man. Using his legs to buy some time. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack, because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Touchdown Sooners! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Laterals it back. Pocket breaking down. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Brings up fourth down.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Penn. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking for a man, it's Barnes. The sure hands, it's Penn. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
It's now third down.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The offense changing the play. From the gun, the ground game. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of first down yardage. And now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And the Oklahoma offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it. So close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as
going for it all. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 40.
325. Terrier.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And here comes the offense on second down. He might want another play. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Let's go. All set. Okay, ready?
Wants to throw. It's Barnes. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Washington State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Brings up second down.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
It's complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on fourth down, still going. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking on the move. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they